All right, good morning, everyone. It's so great to see you. It's nice to see those of you here in Region 8 for our Region 8 TAC tour, and I'm so pleased to see so many from other regions that were interested in participating with us. So, Mr. Corrales here will be assisting me throughout the seminar. I'll have him step off for a moment. Welcome to the Region 8's 2020 TAC Tour. Most of the regions participated and went through this material back in 2020. Our region made the decision based on what's happening worldwide to postpone that seminar until now. And so we're going to present today the teachings directly from the Kwan Jang Nim. So nothing today that I'm teaching can I take credit for. Everything that I'm about to present to you, I learned directly from Kwan Jang Nim, and then he asked that I pass this on to the membership. And so that's what I'm doing. So I hope that as we go through this, that I represent him well. The theme for today, those of you that participated yesterday, is the term Moo Duk Kwan. So if you look at those terms, Moo, martial, okay, military, prevent conflict, we know that term. Do is way. We can think of it as a physical path, but it's more like a moral path. And so our path that we're following are based on the principles of Moo. It's the Moo Duk path, okay? And so you want to think about all of our values, right? All the 5 Moo Duk values, and that's the Moo Duk path. And then in is person. And last night we talked about how, so your Moo Duk is here, but we want to follow the path, which means we need to bring Moo Duk here and here. Okay, so our Moo Duk, I'm going to demonstrate and try and teach you Moo Duk today. And you're going to internalize it here. And then you need to then express it through your actions here and here. This is called your Maum Jase, and this is called your Mom Jase. And together we get Moo Duk Jase. Okay, we'll talk about those terms maybe a little later, but that's what we're trying to do. So we're going to need complete mindfulness today. You're not going to learn anything new, but I'm hoping that through these basic exercises that you begin to perform differently. So that's what this seminar is about. Don't think about memorizing different patterns or combinations. I want you to think about this as a way of training in everything that you do. So we're going to really focus on some basic principles. All right. So that's the theme, Moo Duk Kwan. And I just wanted to recognize the, let's see, do we have here? I'm just going to do it now. I'd like to recognize Griggs and Gibbons Savernim, at least, who I know will be joining us shortly, who are my seniors. And I appreciate the opportunity to present to all of you today. We're going to continue with the class, but know that they'll be joining us shortly. And at this point, I'm acknowledging them and their contributions. So let's go ahead and begin. Let's have everybody stand up and back away from their screens. If you're new, if you just showed up, I'd like to see all of you kind of moving your cameras down a little bit. I'd like to see full picture so that I can provide all of you feedback throughout the course. Okay? And we'll all stay muted. I will provide opportunity for all of you to ask questions and to interact during the seminar. So, all right, so we'll begin. Everybody shake out the wrists. Your elbows. Big circles. As we do this, right, elbows touch. Trying to create in our warm-up, right, proper performance. Kind of exhale down. Feel the weight dropping. Switch other direction. So now we lift and then we drop. Forward and back. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Alternate which hand's on top. Hands up in front, twisting to the left. Hana, then to the right. Dur, set, net, das, yos, ilgo, yorun, ahop, yol. Left hand up, inhale to the side. Exhale. Deep inhale. Grab your hand, exhale, a little further. Inhale, nice energy here on the side. Inhale into your side. Exhale, release. And the right hand up. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Grab. Exhale. Inhale. Feel this energy. And then release. Hands on your hoodie. Hana. Set. Net. Dasit. Switching. Hana. Set. Net. Also, good. Get your feet more or less together. Hands on your knees. Little massaging. Hana, set, net, dasut, twist, and circles. Hana, set, net, dasut, switching. Hana, set, net, dasut. Feet apart. Nice. Haguruk jase. Back up straight. Knees are bent. Both hands out. Inhale. Both hands chamber. And then double punch. Release here. So here we inhale, exhale, inhale, and it's how my hips rocking forward, and then back to neutral. Okay, set, net, toss it, yose, ill, yuru, hop, kill. Okay, so from here, just going to drop our hands down. Shisun, over 45 degrees to the left. Shift, chungul jase. Hana. Nice bend in the front knee. Look down. Make sure your knee directly over the toes. Bend a little more. Most of you need to bend it a little more. Back leg nice and straight locked. All 10 toes facing in the direction of your belt. Okay, then back to center. Stay low. Try not to lift. Over to the right. Pull. Shift. And back. Set, back, net, back, toss it, back, stay low, yose it, back. Try and move your belt as far as you can. Toss it, back, yose it, back, ilgo, back, yuru, back, a hop, back, kill, and back. Left hand extended. Halpuki, starting with the right, and hana, set, head, toss, hills, hill, hit it, hook, kill, punching hand, crosses on bottom, inhale, sudomaki, shift the weight, chungul jase, hana, shift and twist, chungdangong yak, we'll go center line, shift the weight. Front leg here. Nice bend in the knee. Back knee nice and straight. Inhale. Drive further. Drop. Now from here, push from this leg into the right leg. Drive the weight. Again, inhale. 2 techniques. Hana. Tul. Set. Net. Toss it. Yose, ilgo, yuru, a hop, kill, shisun to the left. Hands prepared, che haran suro mati, and drop. Nice and low. Then shisun, look to the right, prepare, and switch. Hana. Same thing, try and keep your head still, nice and low. Shisun, hana. 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯, 여섯, 일곱, 여덟, 아홉, 열. Pick up the toes. Toes up. Push, twist, turn. Drop the knee. 하나, 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯, 여섯, 일곱, 여덟, 아홉, 열. Okay, then turn and drop. Toes up. And shift and twist. Drop. Drive the way. 하나, 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯, 여섯, 일곱, 여덟, 아홉, 열. Drop. Shift and twist. Hands down, hands up, hands not on the knee. Right? Here. Use your quad. 하나, 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯, 여섯, 일곱, 여덟, 아홉, 열. Drop. And switch. 하나, 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯, 여섯, 일곱, 여덟, 아홉, 열. Hey, back to the center. Circles. 하나, 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯. Inhale. Little back bend. Exhale, down, forward bend. 왼쪽 to the left. 오른쪽. 중간. Bend the knees, roll up. Hands out in front. Starting with the left, we're going to twist. 하나. Back to center. 둘. Back to center. One count, two twists. 하나. 둘. 셋. 넷. 다섯. Okay, now just side to side. 하나, 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯, 여섯, 일곱, 여덟, 아홉, 열. From here, everybody turn your hips to the right. Left leg will step back. 하나, and then forward. 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯, 여섯, 일곱, 여덟, 아홉, 열. Back, stadium jase. So from here, neutral position. Hands are out in front. Shifting the weight. Okay, staying low, shifting the weight back. 하나, one. Google jase. And then shifting the weight forward. Changul jase. And then reset to center. Okay, so hands, same thing. Hands following the waist. So hips turn, arms are straight. Follow the waist. Okay, so right now, hands are facing forward. As you shift your weight into Hugul Jase, hands reaching behind. 하나. And then from here, step forward. Hands behind again. You see your hands spin 360 degrees. Back to center. Neutral position. Okay, hands out. 하나, shift back. 둘, back. Hands out. Set. Feel the weight. Drive the weight back. Feel it on the back leg. Forward. Feel the weight on the front leg. Back to center. Okay, let's try 5. 하나. 둘. 셋. 넷. 다섯. Okay, we're going to try the other side in a second. 바로. Already feeling warm, right? Everyone chill. Come close so you can see easily. Okay, couple of thoughts as we go to the other side. We're always talking about the hoodie twist, but it's important for us to understand the why. We're not twisting our hoodie for the sake of twisting. We're twisting our hoodie to push our body mass either forward or back. The Song of Shipsamse says the source of the will is in the waist, not the source of energy is in the waist. The term is li, not ki. Li. Okay, so the will, that's mind intention, is in the waist. But the source of energy in another document that's a companion to this Song of Shipsamse states that the source of the energy is in the earth and that our feet are rooted into the earth, and then the energy of the earth moves into our legs, and that energy from our legs is controlled by the waist. The waist directs that energy to where it goes and then eventually manifests it out through our weapon. Okay? So this is the source of energy controlled by the waist. So here, we're not just twisting, not going anywhere. Here, I step, drive back, wait here. Now, this leg acts as a spring to drive you forward. You release that spring and it propels you forward. Now, as you propel forward, and if you don't continue the drop, you see how I lift it up? All of that energy from the earth leaves. Rather, you want to transfer energy from this spring, drive, propels you. Now the spring is loaded here. Now this allows you then to spring back. But as I spring back, you see how this leg is now loaded. If you're not loading the springs on each movement, at some point, energy disappears. And now as you twist your waist, you're not controlling any energy. I hope that makes sense. You can twist your waist all day long and you get nowhere. Okay, so we're really going to work on this shifting of mass as we go to the other side. And I want you to focus on getting deeper into the stance, not longer, maybe even shorter, so that you can get deeper into the stance, so that your springs are more loaded. Back it up, Chumbi. Okay, so from here, left leg back. Kia! Let's try the other side. So hands are out. Weight, hana, spring loaded. Drive forward, release the spring. Spring loaded, back to neutral. Right? This loaded spring propels you back into a neutral position. So now both knees are bent. You're springing in both legs. So now you can equally move forward or spring back because you're in a neutral position. So from here, hana, dur, set. Let's try 5. Tul, set, net, pasu. Very good. Okay. So from here, balbukwa suchi. So from here, let's see. Everybody paro. Let's make sure we're all on the same side here. So I'm going to be mirroring you today. So everybody, you'll go right leg back. Dadian jase. So this is my right side, but on the screen, it should look like I'm in class with you, leading the class, and I mirror image. Okay? So from here, hands start behind. Side step, turn the waist. Hana. Back leg steps, turn the waist. Reset, and you've switched feet. Hands start behind. Lunge, side step, turn the waist. Hana. Other corner, step, turn the waist. Reset back to center. And you can adjust as you need to, depending on your space. Okay, let's think about the legs. Hands behind. Lunge, twist the waist, fall onto your front leg. Hana. That creates a spring. This spring now allows you to have the energy to drive into the second direction. And to get to that direction, that means I turn, and then reset back. Okay, let's try. We'll try 6. Start behind. Hana, 둘, set. 둘, 하나, 둘, set. Okay, all the way through on your own. Set. 넷. 다섯. Try and make it smooth. 여섯. Roll. Okay, sure. We're going to try a few more. Now, this time, what I want you to do is as you shift and twist, right, I want you to make it nice and smooth as we add in the techniques. So just watch here. I'm going to cross. 1, 2, back. Keep your springs loaded, and that should allow you to move very, very smoothly, very naturally. 1, 2, 3. What you don't want to do is 1, 2, 3. You don't have to go fast, but it needs to be smooth. Wait, wait, wait. Okay? Wait, wait, wait. Wait, wait, wait. Right leg back. Cross. Front leg drives. Hana. See this low blocking arm? For tonight, that's your line. So now I want you to get that belt knot on that line. Punch. Here's your line right in front of me. Step back. Line. Pick your line, pick your angle. Cross. Hana. Shoulders and low block form a singular plane, one line. Find that plane. Line up your belt knot on that plane as you punch, and stick your knuckles on that plane. Look to the front, back leg steps back, line up right in the middle of your camera. Left leg steps, pick your angle. Hana. Shoulders square in line with the low block. That's your new plane, that's your path. Bring your hand up, point towards the bullseye, stick the 2 knuckles there, and make sure your belt knot is lined up with those knuckles. Back leg steps, line up in front of the camera. Okay, let's try 4. Nice and smooth. Hana. 둘. 셋. 넷. Roll. Sure. Okay, fix your door walk and then come close to the screen. Mr. Corrales will come join me and we'll demonstrate what this looks like. Okay, so he throws the apchanutki off the line. Now, do you see my low blocking hand is lined up with his body? So as I step, that's the proper line. My belt knot is facing the target, and then pull back. Now I kick. He'll sidestep. 1, line it up. 2, and pull back. Switch. Another angle. 감사합니다. Okay, and everybody 준비. Right leg back. Let's just try some warm up the legs. Releg 앞포도르기. 하나. 둘. Nice and slow. 셋. 넷. 다섯. If you're warm enough, I want you to reach forward and then contract. 1, and I want to hear a snap of the dobok as you lift your leg up 5 times. Hana, 2, set, net, kill, up slow, down fast. Said differently, up fast, down faster. Hana, 2, set, net, kill, up Chanuki. Knee up, prepare. Elbow on the knee, hand on the foot. Full extension. Hana, back, set it down. Keep the weight on the front leg. Set. Net. Toss it. Full speed, normal kicking. Up Chinutki. Hana. Set. Net. Kick up. Bottom across the feet. Up Podorigi. Nice and slow. Hana. Set. Net. Fast up. Try and find a snap in the dobok. 1, 2. Hana. 2. Set. Net. Kick up. Fast up, faster down. Hana. 2. Set. Net. Kick up. Up Chanuki. Knee comes up, prepare. Elbow on the knee, hand on the foot. Extend, Hana. Down. 2. Set. Net. Hustle it. Full extension. Hana. 2. Set. Net. Kick up. Roll. Sure. If you'd like to do this with a partner, you can. If you don't have a partner, Mr. Corrales will be your partner. Chumi. Right leg back. Okay. So from here, Mr. Corrales will do up Chinutki. We'll do 5 of them. Nice and smooth. Block, punch, return. The block. So I'll be behind. Okay, let's go again. So now we've switched feet. That's correct. If you did it right, everybody should be right leg forward. Mr. Corrales will switch his feet each time. We're close stance. Okay, you can watch me in the back here if you're confused with the combination. Okay, watch him kick and respond to his kick. Hup. Very good. Let's continue. And set. Okay, we're left leg forward, everyone. Net. The front foot will step. So I just see there you go. I was looking at the Mitchell screen. After that punch, the junior side and the Mitchell screen in the back, from here after you punch, the back leg, which is the same side as the punch, is the one that will recover for tonight's exercise. Here, recover. Okay, let's try again. Net. That's it. That's it. That's it. I was looking at Amy's screen there. It looks like that family's got it down. Looking at Eileen now and Aiden. Hup. Very good. Great. Okay. So I'm wondering, just so that this can be more effective and so that I can keep moving at a faster clip, I believe now we have everybody paro. Show. As we continue moving, if I know we have Griggs and Gibbons Sovereign on the line now. It's good to see you both. Thanks for supporting this event. Maybe you two could be looking at the different tiles, and if something really stands out where I need to address something, if you could just send a chat to me. I've got the chat open now, and then I can read that chat, and then my eyes will go to that tile. So if anyone is falling behind the other way, if you're falling behind, stop what you're doing and go over and say something in the chat. And then I'll know that I need to slow down and that we need to take care of you. Okay. So we can also use the breakout room feature if some of you are needing some, if we're going too fast. Okay. At this point, this is a good time. Is anybody here feeling lost and needs some more help? Everyone feel like they're following along okay? All right, great. Let's just do 6 more reps, 3 on each side, and then we're going to move to the next section. Okay, chumbi. Right leg back. Try and follow Mr. Corrales. Now this time we're going to go a little faster. You don't have to, so maybe we're going to do 6 reps. Maybe you'll only get to 3 or 4. Okay, but Mr. Corrales is going to throw a kick and put his foot down in front. You need to punch him before the foot lands. If he lands his foot and you haven't punched, you miss the opportunity. Okay? That's the speed. Come on. Done. And done. Back and set. Done. Back. Knit. Okay, he's going to kick full speed now. Make sure you follow him. Try and punch him before his foot goes down. Knit. Kick up. Very good. And poro. And show. 감사합니다. 준비. Right leg back. Before, hands were behind. Now hands are in front. Same footwork. This angle, we step. But as we step, we're going to turn, and weight is on the right leg instead of weight on the right. Is that a question from Mr. Arvidsson? Okay, everybody paro. Show. Let's hear from Arvidsson Savarnam. Good to see you, sir. You're a little, thank you. I understand. All you, right, left, front. Thank you, Savarnam. I need to be more mindful. Thank you. Chumbi. Right leg back, key hop. Okay, so with the first exercise, your front leg stepped. We did a side step over towards the left. We're going to continue with that type of footwork, but as we step towards the left, rather than the weight landing on the left knee loaded, see, left knee loaded, we're going to do the same step, but now my right leg is loaded. Now, in order to do that, same energy is coming from the earth, but this time our waist is going to control the direction of that energy. So if my waist turns towards the left knee bends, right, into a completed Changul Jase. If as I step towards the left and my hoodie turns towards the right, then energy is directed into the right leg. Okay? So from here, hands are up, side step, twist. Hana. And then back to front. Dual. Step with the left leg. And then reset, back leg steps back. Okay, so we're not switching feet each time, so we'll do this one 3 times. So front foot steps, hana, 1. You see the weight? Step forward, dual, and back. Set. Okay, so from here, to step with the front leg, right, you're going to unweight. Maintain weight on the left leg as you step with the right, turn. And then we step again with the right, forward. And then reset. Okay, hana. Dul. Set. Very nice. Okay, so from here now, front foot's going to step. We're going to do that pake swanromaki. Everybody, hana. A little more twisting now as we prepare for that punch. Step. Reset. More motivation by the waist, everyone. So here, front foot steps. Drive the weight here onto the front foot, which is the right. Little counter wind. Now we step forward. Keep the shoulders relaxed. Drive the weight forward. Make sure that belt knot is facing the front. Reset. Okay, 3 times. Hana. Dur. Kiha. And switching feet. Okay, so front foot here. Hands are out. Front foot steps. Weight goes onto the left leg as you shift your weight towards the left. Hana. Then back foot, which is the right, will step forward. Turn the waist. Drive the weight to the front leg. Reset. I don't know about all of you, but my quads are getting tired. If they're not getting tired, something's probably amiss. Make sure that your weight is transferring from one leg to the other. So here we step, complete the changul jase, more bend in the knee, more bend in the knee. Then we drive forward. Don't come up. I'm seeing some of you coming up and then coming down. From here, you stay low and just drive forward. Drive and then back. Okay, 3 times. Hana. Dur. Kiha. Kia. And balbukwa. Kia. Horo. Show. Okay, come close. I'm going to demonstrate, and then you're going to do a few more reps. I want us to get past the idea of fixed positions. Fixed positions are great in Hwang, and it teaches you classical stances, classical movement. But as we're doing sparring drills, you need to be a little more dynamic, less pauses between techniques, especially when you're doing a defense and then a counter strike. If there's a pause between the 2 motions and you can clearly delineate one technique versus the other, then I'm afraid the technique will not be successful. So the proper speed, not speed, but the proper rhythm looks like this. Do you see it? Not. That's how you learn it. But don't think that just because you're able to perform in that manner that you'll be effective in free sparring. Needs to be. Now, I'm not moving fast. I'm just moving continuously. There's no stop. Okay? So that's what I want you to do. You don't have to go fast, but I want you to be smooth. 1, 2. Now, to do this, the weight stays on this leg. 1, weight, weight. Okay? Watch on this angle here. Weight, Wait, 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 wait. And then I lift. This foot is always soft. Lift. Now I switch. Weight shift switches only when I strike the target. Okay, positions. Mr. Corrales. Okay, so from here, everybody chumbi, right leg back, kiha. Smooth. Come on. And you're already back, and other side. Set. Net. Toss it. Yose. Here we go. Yodel. A hop. Kiha. Roll. Very good. Okay, and show. All right, everybody chook. I won't spend long. Most of you, you're getting there, but not enough. This is not a changul jase. This is changul jase. Okay, so if I line up a stick, or you could even use a wall, and put your toes to the wall, and then you've got to get your knee to the wall. Okay, that's how far bent you need to be. The knee should be over the toes. Anything less than that, and you're not performing a changul jase. Your weight isn't shifting enough. You're not loading that spring. So I'm seeing a lot of this, and that's insufficient. Here, changul jase. Then the back leg here, I'm not seeing it straight enough. A little bend here in the leg. Straight. You see the difference? Here, here. Your glute should be firing in this changul jase, just as your front knee bending, your quad is firing on both sides. Okay, so a little more awareness of your jase, and then you're going to have much better performance. Okay, so everybody's looking here, Mr. Corrales. Here's the application. Now this one gets fun because we add an if-then statement to the equation. The first one is your opponent attacks and you sidestep and counter. This one is your opponent attacks and then question mark, open stance or closed stance, right? And then you have to respond accordingly. The rule is that you always block to the calf or heel side of the leg for the yaporochagi, okay? Start closed stance. Mr. Corrales here performs a rear leg yaporochagi. 1, 2. One more time. Okay, my turn. One performance tip on this. I'm going to go, what's the best angle for this one? It's without a partner. Okay. Comes on me down. Okay, here I am. I'm sparring. Here comes the side kick. I step off the line and I block. Do you see how little my arm moved? My arm moved because my shoulder went back and then I turned and I let it go by. What I see a lot of you do is that you pull back like this and you see, you're moving your arm for the block. The arm stays still, and if I don't move my body, this is what it looks like. That's the block. That's the extent of my arm motion. That's it. Everybody remember that? Everybody get their hand up? That's the block. That's it. If you're moving your arm more than this, you're missing the point. Okay, now watch this. See, turn the waist and twist the wrist. You see the arm doesn't move. Now, remember our hoodie drill? Watch. But you see the arm is not moving. It's completely stationary. Okay, so we're going to get with a partner, and as you block, I want you to try and feel that if the arm is moving. So Mr. Corrales is going to come back and demonstrate with all of you. You can use your own partner, or you can be in front of the screen. Samnida. Chumbi. Right leg back here. Okay, so Mr. Corrales, is left leg forward, and he's going to do a side kick with the right leg. That means your front leg will respond, and your front arm will do the block. Think about how much your arm will move to deliver that block and how much it will rely on hoodie twisting and mass shifting. Hana. And reset on your own. Dur. Set. Net. Tasot. Very good. Last one with a loud key up. And Badwagwa. Try the other leg now. Okay, focus on that hand as you twist. Hana. Set. Net. Tasot. Key up. Roll. Show. Okay, choke. Gonna maybe do 5 more on each side. That looked pretty nice. I want you to think about, okay, so you probably can't tell, but that there is the Moo Duk Kwan fist. So my head is here over the Moo Duk Kwan fist, right? So as I step, I want my weight to stay on this leg. Okay, you see how I didn't move? But you do want to get out of the way. So that's why you're going to kind of do this little shuffle. You see that? So then I'm getting out of the way, but my weight is underneath my waist, and the weight is on this front leg. What I'm seeing from a lot of you is that you're moving out of the way like you're supposed to, but watch this. Do you see the difference? Even let's say I get into a really nice stance. Okay, I'm here, and it's. Do you see how I'm kind of leaning back a little bit? And so as you step, you feel your energy stops on the back leg and stops you from moving backwards. As you step back, you need to plant the weight here. I'm not seeing that. Then from here, driving forward. Now I'm seeing this. Look at my head. Look at where it is with the fist. Okay, you see that movement? Okay, that's the founder right there. Here. Here. You see the difference? You need to drive your weight forward. both times. So move out of the way to the side and then move into the target on the second one. So more distance. One more time, and then we'll move to the next exercise. Mr. Corrales. Chumbi. Right leg back. Okay, and smooth. Done. Back. Done. Back. Okay, set. Back. Net. Move, move, move. Lots of movement. Use a spring. Spring off your back leg. Drive forward. Kill. Good. Mrs. Ramirez, that was a nice spring. Okay, bottom cheek. Okay, let's do this again. Okay, more spring. More spring off that back leg for the punch. Drive the weight forward quickly, deliberately. 1, 2. Back. Try and follow my count. Okay, 1, 2. That fast. That fast. Okay, too slow. Okay, you don't have to punch fast to be able to spring. Set. 1, 2. Back. Net. 1, 2. Back. Last one. Key up. 1, 2. Roll. And show. Okay. Okay. Next combination is a little more complicated. So actually, sorry, Mr. Corrales, come back. Let's demonstrate first. Okay, so the offensive side is going to step tulo sangnangong yak, and then step back. Just step back. Step out of the way. Step tulo sangnangong yak. Okay, that's all. Defensive side. So now Mr. Corrales will strike first. 1, Sangnan Maki. Second punch comes in, slow, begin the punch. I'm going to close the body. And then as he completes the strike, I'm going to sidestep, get off the line. Kap Kwan Gong Yak. Okay, this view. 1, lift. Side. Kap Kwan Gong Yak. Reset. Okay. Full speed. 2 punches. Right leg. 감사합니다. Very fast combination. So we're going to work on speed and power with this. Everybody back it up. Back it up quite a bit. I'm going to do a couple reps and then I'm going to watch a lot on this one. I'm not going to back up as much because I want you to have a better view. But back up as much as you can based on your space. Maybe so you can take, it'd be nice to be able to do 2 repetitions, but if you can only do 1, that's okay. Chumbi? So you will adjust depending on your own space in your location. Okay, so I'm not going to tell you to adjust. You just do that on your own. Right leg back. Okay, breaking this down. Lunging with the front leg. Okay, so you see how your hip is turning this way? Well, don't stop the hip here. Keep the hip turning so it's going this way, and you just punched. Keep it moving. Step. Second punch. Step back. Okay, and a little further back so that you were going to try and stay in place. Okay, side view. Here. Okay, punch 1. Energy forward. Now, you see my hips are turning this way away from me. So as I step, I keep turning so my hips go from the front to the side, and I step. And then twist again to the front. Step back, shuffle back. Okay, here. Now I'm going with you. 1. Keep turning. Your hips are turning, right? As you punched. So now as you do that, I want you to step and keep turning. And then drive. Step back, shuffle back. Okay. Keep going, Mr. Corrales, quickly. Keep things moving. Okay, you can get in position. Everybody. Sangdong yak, lunging. First one. Hana. Tul. And step back, shuffle back. We're going to do 5, then we'll switch feet. Tul. Step back, shuffle back. On your own now. Set. Okay, and toss it. Okay, good. And switch feet. Up. Other side, and hana. Pull. Set. Net. Heel. Roll. Okay, we're going to do a few more. So from our Tumbi Jase, right leg back. First punch. Belt knot, fist. Everybody line up, especially if you're one person in front of the screen. Line up so you're right in the center. I want you to stare me down in the screen. Okay, right where the camera is. You're going to punch right in the middle. So we're going to go from Sangdan. I'm going to go to Chungdong because that's where I've got a green dot where the camera is recording. I'm going to try and punch at that green dot. So everybody try and find that space. Everybody. And punch, strike. Hana. Now, your shoulders are expanded here, but where's your belt knot? If your belt knot is in line with that target, it's going to be a stronger punch. Now, a lot of you, because you're so focused on waist twisting, you're stepping a little too wide, and you're like this. Do you see me now? How I'm not lined up with my fist. There's 2 lines going on. You want every molecule in your body to be moving like a freight train right into the target. Here. So now from this position, you're going to continue the step and keep moving like a freight train here by pushing this hip and driving it forward. And then we're preparing the next hip like a freight train right into the target. And then step back, shuffle back. Now look at that compared to this demonstration. Did you see my energy moving in this direction on the first punch? Watch again. Do you see it? I'm kind of doing this. What you want to be is that freight train. You see the difference? It's a straight line. Okay, let's try 5 more here. Okay, and hana. Step back, shuffle back. Step back, shuffle back. Okay, try and keep up. If you can't, that's okay. Neck. Toss it. Use it. Same thing. Couple times slow. Straight line. Line it up. Line it up. Hana. Is everything lined up? What about your belt knot? What about that front knee? Now step. Are you still reaching for the camera? And then here, everything's straight. Straight line. Step back, shuffle back. 1, 2. Step back, shuffle back. They're both high punches. I get carried away and change my height. They're both high. My mistake. Okay, set. Step back, shuffle back. Set. Try and speed it up a little bit. Net. Roll. Sure. Fix your dobok, and then we're going to go over the defensive side. Don't think that by twisting your waist, you're not creating a straight line. The waist twist facilitates your energy to drive forward. If it's not doing that, then you better stop twisting your waist. It's worthless. There's no reason for it. It's not improving your performance just because you're twisting. So that's always the focus in the Moo Duk Kwan because it's a true principle. But remember the reason why. Why are we twisting our mass? It's to increase distance and to help drive mass forward. Okay, that's the mass and acceleration. Okay, that's the reason behind the waist twist. So if you're not creating that, those two elements, then there's something wrong. Okay? All right, so Chumbi, let's go in defensive position. Okay, right leg back, ki hop. Okay, so first thing is you're going to lunge back. As you lunge back, you're going to lift with the Sangnan Maki. Okay, this is going to be more of a smearing block. You're going to smear. So if you look at my hand here as I go up this way, just like the other one I taught you, you went like this. This time you're doing this. Those twists are really important. Okay, that's what creates the smear. So as the strike comes, you lunge back and open your lats. Okay, then you're going to collect as the punch comes. You're going to drop your elbow here, elbows touch, and then side step, back fist, elbow comes back, and reset. Okay, another angle, right in line with you. 1, lift. 2, close, and then to the side. Reset, and back. Okay, now I'm in the front line here, leading all of you. Step back, away, hana. Close, side step, back. Okay, Badukwa Suchi. Let's try this side. Lunge back, Sangnan Maki, hana. Dual collect, side step, Kap Kwang Gong Yak, reset. Pull. Reset. Okay, back leg step, Sangnan Maki. Hana. Contract the elbows. Step with the front leg, and the backhand performs Kap Kwang Gong Yak, and then the elbow retreats. Reset. Pro. Okay, Mr. Corrales, come here and you'll be an example to follow. Everybody, Chumbi Jase. Right leg back. Okay, so on your own, we're going to do 5 more where Mr. Corrales is going to do the defense and you can follow him. Okay, before we start with the offense and defense, I want to make sure you guys get this. Okay, here we go. And hana. High block, collapse, step to the side, back fist. And then reset. Tul, step back, contract, side step. Side step, back fist at the end, Miss Smith. Okay, and a back fist. Kap Kwang Gong Yak, not Tulo Chung Nang Gong Yak on the counter. So watch Mr. Corrales. Okay, we're going to step back, high block, hana. Contract the elbows, and then step off to the side, Kap Kwan Gong Yak. That's correct. And then reset. Okay, and net. 1, 2, 3. Reset. Last one. Kia. All right, so everybody come in close. I'm going to get in because there's some intricacies I want to talk about. So first of all, it's not my arm lifting. It's the side of my body lifting. It's this, my intercostal muscles here, my lats lifting up. And as a result of that, my arm lifts. You see how nothing's happening with my core? And then here. Okay, so that's the high block. Then you contract. Here. Now this is interesting. So let's say, so that's your head, the camera. Okay, so, and I'm sparring somebody here that just struck me. And I want to do my back fist right here to you. Everybody following me? 1, 2. Now this arm right here is right on my elbow joint. Everybody do this on your own. Feel this. Now, this hand slices through your elbow, and that creates a path. That's the path for this back fist to follow. So, right, find that path as it comes to the chamber. So from this position here, 1, 2, okay, here, slice and back fist. And that way you're guaranteed to have the proper line because your arm is following the proper path. Okay, so as long as you stay on the inside of your elbow joint here, you'll be fine. Okay, so 1, 2, slice and back fist and back. Now what's happening here is you're contracting and then you're going to expand so that, again, if I'm on this line here and you see this back fist, my shoulders are in a straight line, in line with the weapon here. Not, right? You want to have straight line here. Their other option, especially for the Dan members, is that from here, if you'd like, you can Jang Gap Gong Gong Yuk, and that'll also help with what I just talked about with getting your arms lined up, right? And that just, the backhand just helps with added momentum, which can contribute to more acceleration in your technique. So you can try just the single Gap Kwan. You can also try the Jang Gap Gong Gong Yuk. Okay? So Chumbi did a lot of reps with the Kap Kwan Gong Yak, so we're going to go to the, I'm going to demonstrate the Chung Gap Kwan Gong Yak for the rest of the class, and then it's your choice how you want to perform that. Everybody right leg back. Okay, so from here, lunging back. Hana, 1, contract, fold, 2. Okay, then from here, think about those lines that we just demonstrated. Now sidestep, Chung Gap Kwan Gong Yak. Okay, and then from here, I don't know about you, but I like to just step back and keep the arms full. And reset. Okay, here we cross and lift. Hana, contract, 2, and set. And back. There I did a single Gap Kwan. I'll do better. Okay, set. Net. Toss it. Okay, notice picking up a little speed, not going fast, but trying to smooth it out. Toss it. Yose. Here we go. You did it. Last one. And switching feet. smooth, not going fast. We're not moving fast with our arms. We're just moving our weight. If you connect with the earth and you have the right jase, the transitions are a lot easier. Okay, we'll go slow. Lunge back. Hana, 1, 2, contract, and then side step. 2. We'll do a couple with a single gap Kwan. Okay, and back. Last one. Dual. 1, fold, 2, back. Okay, now I'm going to a Jang Nim Kwan. Hana. 1, 2, 2. Set. 2. Net. 2. Hustle. 2. See, so now this isn't 3 techniques anymore. Somebody's trying to attack you like a freight train, and you've got to blend this into one motion. Okay, hana. 1, 2, 3, back. Dual. 1, 2, 3, back. Smooth. Set. Hana, 둘, set. Net. Hana, 둘, set. Last one. Hana, 둘, roll. Okay. Everybody right leg back, key up. I'm going to do the same. So now I'm not mirroring you because I'm going to attack. Okay, so here we're going to start slow. Here comes my reverse punch to the head. Hana, high block. Now dual, once you get to this position, that's when you should be contracting. So here, contract. And then right as I come to here at this point, that's when you're going to sidestep right as I leave my elbow from the hip. That's when I've committed to the punch and back fist here to my head. And then reset. Okay? We're going to go slow like that so you understand the timing. High block, hana. Contract. Wait and go. So from between here and here, that's when you sidestep and back fist. That's the proper timing. Okay, we'll do 5. Hana. 둘. 셋. 넷. 다섯. Okay. Gradually increase power and speed. Okay, so now I'm going to go more of kind of a 1, 2. 1, 2. By the time my foot lands on the floor for the second time, that's when you should back fist. 둘. 셋. You're going to have to go faster. 넷. 다섯. Okay, you want to know what it feels like for sparring? Before my foot goes to the floor, you've got to get that back fist in. Last one. Switch feet. And we'll go a little faster, a little slower, but fast, right? Just keep it smooth. Okay, and hana. 둘. 셋. 넷. 다섯. Okay, sparring speed. 둘. 셋. 넷. Last one. Dobak Tanjun. Okay, does anyone have a question before we end? Griggs, Gibbons, Salvanim, this would be an opportunity if you wanted to address the students as well. Okay, great. Thank you all. So, Moo Duk Kwan. We learned a lot of mechanics today. It's not about memorizing these drills. It's about learning how to move in a certain way. And then how can we respond instinctively in our sparring? Something that the Kwan Jang Nim has tried to teach us for about 15 years now. And for one who's had a lot of experience, I still remember the first nationals where we did the 5 Mudo value sparring and trained with the Kwan Jang Nim, and he tried to teach us how to become a good model example of this. And every time I feel like I personally fell short. This is difficult. This is very difficult to meet the ideal, but that is the task before us as Moo Duk Kwan. We have the picture. We have the right intention. That's why you're all here. But where the rubber meets the road is how do we move the intention from here to here and to here. And it's our pursuit of a lifetime to fill that gap between this and this. So I hope all of you go back to your dojang and practice these drills, but not for the sake of practicing the drills, but to create the right instinctual habits that are in harmony with our 5 Mudo values. That's our pursuit.